Okay, so in this video I will show you how you can use AI and especially ChatGPT to improve your scientific text. So you can ask it for feedback and suggestions for improvements when you feed it some of your scientific text. And it can give feedback on clarity of your text. It can give feedback and score of the readability of your text. It can tell also how coherent your text is, how well it flows, and different parts of the text connect to each other. And this is useful for native English speakers, but especially this is useful for us non-native English speakers, as ChatGPT has basically read quite a bit of text, probably close to all the scientific papers in the world. So it is pretty good in writing and understanding what is good text. So let me just jump on ChatGPT and I will share my screen and show how you can do this in practice.
Okay, so I'm here in the ChatGPT and I have already discussed in here just to save your time. So how I have been prompting ChatGPT, in this case, I am preparing a scientific article, giving a little bit of background. Could you provide feedback of the text I will soon provide? Do you understand? And it replies yes. And then I have copy pasted from our article titled Muscle Activity and Inactivity Periods During Normal Life. I have just went to copy paste the first couple of chapters from the introduction and copy paste it in ChatGPT. And it says, overall, your introduction is clear and effectively established the context for your research. Here are a few suggestions for improvement. And the first points are consider citing specific sources. In the second sentence, consider rephrasing one probably needs to something more certain, such as it is likely that, or research has shown that. Could be, I should look more closely if that's good. And the fourth sentence could benefit from more explanation why accurately estimating time spent at low intensities is important. For example, you could mention how this affects health outcomes or why it is relevant to your research. I think this could be actually a good point. And anyway, you get points that you check and it gets you thinking. And then I have asked to provide feedback for the next part, and it provides the feedback. In the final sentence, consider rephrasing the effect of different thresholds on inactivity and activity durations was tested to something more specific, such as we tested how using different thresholds affected the duration of periods categorized as muscle inactivity or activity. And I think it could be, and and then I went to ask that, could you estimate the readability of the text? And I again copy pasted some part, and it gives that the text has Flesch-Kincaid grade level of 10.2, which means it is written at the level that requires a high school education or above to understand. The sentences are fairly long and contain technical terms, which can make it challenging for readers who are not familiar with the subject matter. Overall, the text is moderately complex and suited for readers with some scientific background or interest in topic. So I guess it's saying that it's okay to be technical in this case. You can test it for your text. And then I have asked it to improve the readability of the text, but I think it changed too much the text. So I wasn't happy with it. And I said that, could you improve the readability of text? Please do not change the content, but just improve readability. So I wanted to give it more direct prompt that don't be too creative, just try to improve the readability. And then if you, for example, have in parentheses the references, you probably want to retain them. So I have set to ChatGPT that please retain the parentheses and put them as the symbols there and numbers within them. And it is actually keeping them. And you can ask it to do many kind of things. If you, for example, would want to place this in certain format in a web page, you could ask it to create it in HTML code directly, and it will do that. And actually now, as I said, that please do not change the content, but just improve readability. I think it has done pretty good job of keeping it correct, and I should look it very closely that is it actually better than our text. But as I'm not, for example, native speaker, I think AI might be better writing in English than me, as it has been basically reading most of the literature in the world, including the scientific papers. So I think this will be especially useful for people whose first language is not English, as this can really, ChatGPT can create really good text. I have asked again some feedback, and I think here is a good point. Like I asked feedback from the points, and it says that consider using specific examples to illustrate the potential impact of the study. For instance, you could mention specific disorders or conditions that could be studied using the data collected in the study, or describe how the data could be used to develop new interventions or improve existing ones. This can help make the relevance of the study more concrete and tangible for the readers. And I think that is a good point. And at least if I was writing this paper, I would really look into it. And then as a last thing in this one, I said that this is the last paragraph of the article, and it should leave a strong impression and have a very clear statement. Could you modify the text? And I have put the relevance of the study there, and ChatGPT spit out a new version. And for example, if we compare the first sentence, we are saying wearable electromyography enables measurement details of muscle inactivity and activity during daily life. And the improved version, the use of wearable electromyography has allowed us to gain new insights into the patterns of muscle activity during normal daily life. And yeah, leave a comment below if you're watching this in YouTube and tell me which one is actually better. Let's see the second sentence. The muscle activity patterns reported in this paper are significant for understanding intensity, amount, and distribution of physical activity, which is typical in healthy adults. So that was our sentence. Our findings provide a valuable reference points for understanding the intensity, duration, and distribution of physical activity in healthy adults. So we say that are significant for understanding, and ChatGPT is editing it to provide a valuable reference point for understanding the intensity. I'm not sure which one is better, but I think AI is doing a really good job here, at least to consider which one is better. So leave a comment which one you think is a better version. I think it's very interesting to hear.
Okay, hopefully you found that interesting. Please leave down in the comments if you found this useful. If you're a native English speaker, let me know if this can actually help improving your text. And if you're non-native, let me know if this helps you. And if you have any questions how to prompt differently ChatGPT, leave a question in the comments. And I will add the playlist somewhere here, how you can use in different tasks of researcher, of an academic person, how you can use ChatGPT to be more effective, save time, and maybe do better quality work. So thanks for watching. Have a brilliant day.